Who else are joining us? Javier from Henderson, Nevada. Welcome. Okay.
Would anybody of our group?
Anybody else like to check in?
This is Margot from Madison. Andy from Virginia.
Welcome, Donna. And what was the split search? Anybody else want to check in? Santa Clarita. Well, welcome, Santa Clarita.
Marilyn from California.
Welcome, California.
Texas. Happy anniversary, Steve.
Okay, we'll give her a little bit longer here.
Well, she got an anniversary here.
I don't know who you mean there, who?
Somebody said happy anniversary, Steve.
Well, that's because they have to find out that it was mine today.
Well, congratulations.
My wife is the one that gets most of the congratulations, I'm sure. We're getting good music.
Is that while ago?
Somebody's got us on hold. Well, you have to take a few steps down for your computer. Give it just another minute, I'll get it back. Okay.
The old activator is on.
Well, I wonder about the activator tonight, if he was getting slowed down or something.
Well, what happened? I'm being filmed this weekend for a part of the film. Yes, he moved.
Mary from Kentucky. Muted.
Everything.
Needed to mute that background on hold we're experiencing there, Doc. So, we might as well do a little bit of housekeeping here and get ourselves started just a moment.
This conference is being recorded.
Well, welcome everyone to Dr. Marvin's Tuesday night Nerve Tube Activator call. This is his co-host and anchor man here, Steve Kelsey, with you again tonight. And we've got the activator on with us. I heard him come in there just a moment ago. Doc, what's happening?
Well, I've got trouble with my phone. Let me get off and get back on to you.
Okay, I think that sounds good, Doc. Well, in the meantime, we'll get Doc back on here in a second, folks. We got a little technical difficulty, but I'm sure we'll get that fixed. The call tonight, we're going to try to take and do, make sure that we cover some business points, and we'll make sure we have time, of course, to answer questions, of course, that people will have. They may be health related. One of the things that we kind of lay out as a general rule is, of course, we're not allowed to talk specifically about disease because, according to the laws of the United States, only a drug can heal, cure, mitigate, or treat a disease. And of course, Protandim is a natural supplement, a blend of 5 specific herbs, and it has been shown in over 30 different laboratories to be effective in reducing age-dependent oxidative stress, an average of 40% in 30 days in all people.
What? Can you get that? See, I'm back on.
Okay, Doc.
Well, what happened, the reason I was late, I'm being filmed on Sunday for a part in a movie that's being made. It's a medical thing. And so they called me and I didn't have any choice, but they called me at the wrong time. And so I was a little bit late getting on due to that. But anyhow, I've got that all set up. What's going on? The world is going on, but we got something for everybody riding on this globe. We got something for everyone that will benefit their life, both physically and financially. And it's hard to find something of that nature in this day and age. And I am so excited and so happy to be a part of that. It's pretty near undescribable. Because we have something that will help everybody in one way or another, no matter how old they are or what their circumstances is, will help them. And there's not many times in this life that you can do that. And as a physician for 56 years, I can tell you, the ability to help people is the greatest feeling any human will ever have. The Bible says we're to love one another, and the best way to love one another is help one another. And that's what we're doing. We're helping one another. And, you know, I still quote Nietzsche. I didn't believe in his theology, but Nietzsche said, and I think it fits in this business plan, Steve, those that were dancing were considered insane by those who couldn't hear the music. And we have people that refuse to even hear us talk about this because they're not hearing the music. They're not seeing the thrills. They're not seeing the excitement that we have helping people and making people smile. Because whatever is their main concern in life, if it's with their body physically or whether it's with their finances monetarily, we can help them. And that's the greatest thing you can do. I myself are helping these orphans in Tanzania, 2.7 million of them, and I won't be able to live long enough, I know, to help all of them. But I'm going to do my parts like the little boy throwing a starfish back in the ocean. The man says, you can't make a dent in this, Sonny. He said, oh yes, but the ones I throw in, I mean everything to. That's what I do. The ones that I save over there in Tanzania, they'll have a life, and that's everything to me. Without somebody helping them, my missionary over there building orphanages rapidly, they aren't going to have any life. Most of them, they're taken to Europe as sex slaves, and they'll kill themselves usually or overdose of drugs when they're teenagers. Waking up to a new world, from the jungle to the city as a sex slave. What a hideous life that will be. And I'm going to help everyone I can. So that's what's going on, Steve. I'm excited. My hair is standing on end most of the time. I have to keep doing something to get it back down because I'm so excited about what we're doing with this. What's new with you?
Well, it's been a busy week. I'm celebrating my wedding anniversary today with my bride. It's been 37 years, and she is
Congratulations.
training in me, and that's a good thing. But we've just enjoyed the day today. There's no doubt about that. But other than that, I'm excited about the things that are happening. I know there's probably a number of people on the call that probably participated this past week in Premier Schools. I know you did one, Doc. What was it like?
It was wonderful. It was in Sacramento, California. And we had a great time. I never did find out how many was there, but I tell you one thing that made me feel good. I was the first one to be the premier trainer before me that got their certification was Jason Domingo, and the host said, you know, Don, you had as big a crowd as Jason did. That really made me feel good. So, we had a great time. It was a great facility. The people were wonderful. The temperature was terrific after being in 28-degree weather here in Kansas City to be out there. Dean had to kind of drag me into the airport to get on the plane to come home. I kept trying to throw my driver's license away so I'd have to stay. But none of those efforts worked, and so she finally got me loaded so I could get back to Kansas City. It was wonderful. And who was your speaker, Steve?
We had Mark Shinsato out here in Virginia.
Oh, there's something going on. You had Gary Dickey, Mark Shinsato.
Yeah, Jason
Don't you
Domingo.
have in the stand? Huh?
And we've also had Jason Domingo. So we've been very blessed and fortunate out here.
I'm going to call Ashley tomorrow and want an equal preference.
Well, Doc, you came out and did the first qualifying one we did.
And I know you haven't had me back, so I didn't figure you wanted me back.
Doc, you know better.
I know that.
Doc, I've got a couple of this. Oftentimes questions come up with people, and I want to take a few moments before we open up the call tonight and have you address something that's been a common question I've heard from a number of the folks that have contacted me. And that's oftentimes people don't understand why we see animal trials and clinical human trials and things of that nature. Could you bring a little light on that?
Sure, absolutely. I've been asked that a lot of times, Steve. Here's the difference. In medical school research, which is the highest level of medical research, because it is totally non-commercial and unbiased. We don't do it to make money, we do it to find fact. Now, we have to do certain things as a member of the American College of Medical Colleges. And that's a certification, so you're a member of a certified medical college. And to do that, to protect yourself legally, any research done on any product, that they never, ever use supplements. They use drugs by and large, the two medical schools I've taught in. And here's what they do. Their program is this. They used to use rhesus monkeys. They're too expensive. They used to use guinea pigs. They're too expensive. So we're down to rats. And they propagate, you can kill off all the rats but two, they say, in the world, and in a year, they'd be back where they are now. So they produce pretty rapidly. And so they're pretty cheap. There isn't many people that are out demonstrating for rats. He that hasn't done that to my knowledge ever. So they use rats now, and they give the product to the rat. And in a month, they have to sacrifice them and do an autopsy on the rat. They examine under a microscope his brain, or her brain, heart, lungs, liver, and kidneys. For any damage to any of those tissues after 30 days of taking said product. Then in another month, and it goes on and on until they complete the study. Now the reason why you see animal studies from medical schools, we've had a shortage of people volunteering for autopsies. Now we could do human studies if we had a cadre of people that would volunteer to have an autopsy in a month, or 2 months, or 3 months. Not too many people sign up for that course. So therefore, we have to do it on mammals, or, that live, and we can afford to do the studies on. So, that's why you have animal studies and you have human studies. Because if you don't, you're in jeopardy of your certification. In other words, there's a lot of drugs that are tested that way. Would you want to take a drug that has not been tested on animals? Look at how many drugs are taken off the market every year. At least 15 were withdrawn from the market because they had insufficient research on the product, and many of them are taken off the market. For example, the COX inhibitors. I talked to Dr. McCord about this. The COX inhibitors were discovered would inhibit the COX process, which would lower the different items that you would do for inflammation. That's what they are. But in the process, it also lowers or protects your heart from heart attacks. They had 250 to 300 people die after taking these COX inhibitors for a year or two. They had to take 2 of them off the market. Well, they didn't have enough research to realize that. Dr. McCord, being a biochemist, knew what the process was with that. But, no one's going to listen to him when they're talking about big bucks and getting a drug on the market. So that's the story, Steve, of why. Now, recently, in my premier training, I've been showing that. As I show the ABC Investigative Prime Time Investigation, which is what the company wants us to call it, and not the prime time video, when I show that, I say, now, first we'll have animal studies. And I have a CD or DVD with Cassie, one per tandem, that's the dog, and followed by Zamara, the horse. And then, now here's my animal studies, and we'll go on from this. And it fits in perfectly with my presentation. And, it's just the way it is. It works, folks. It works on all animals. And I'm not supposed to be saying that because the company said we've never tried it on bats or whales. I'm going for the whales. And if I can get somebody as big as Steve Kelsey to get a couple guys his size so they can hold a whale, so I can scoop in some protandum, we'll do a study. What do you think of that, Steve?
Well, I think that would be take a lot of product, but we do know that whales have oxidative stress because there's 16 studies of that.
Yeah. They have oxidative stress. All mammals have it. And bat has it. I don't know whether anybody's ever done T-bars on a bat, but, that price, $700. And, Steve, the way I look at it, if a person says, well, I'm not going to take Protandim until I have my T-bars done and see if my T-bars will lower. Well, it's been proven by 33 outside labs that it does that in 100% of the people 100% of the time. So I tell people, if you insist on a T-bar test, you're really trying to determine whether you're a mammal or you have some reptile blood in your past history. Now, if you do, I probably don't want you in my downline. You might bite somebody. So, anyhow, I don't promote T-bars because I know and believe what the science shows. Period. This isn't a hype event. I just had a lady call, and she had a whole list of things she didn't believe had been proven sufficiently. And I said, let's just cut to the chase. 29 medical schools are spending their money on doing research on this on their own, and they've signed off on any adversity that surrounds this product. Or they wouldn't be spending that much money. Big bucks. Big bucks. Never been done in the past. There's never been 29 medical schools study anything drug included. Never. To really put it down where the river hits the road, there's more medical validation of the safety of this product than anything in your drugstore or your hospital. The only thing that's been used longer than these 5 herbal ingredients, which I call an herbal salad, whose function is an intracellular shampoo, the only thing that's been studied more in humans than Protandem's ingredients is water. Water. Nothing else. Water. So this ought to really solve a lot of questions about why so many animal studies. Well, I can sure call one of these schools and volunteer you if you want to volunteer for an autopsy. There's probably a lot of legal papers that have to be signed, but I'll work on it for you.
I think we'll leave that one alone, Doc.
I think so.
Some of the folks on our call tonight may not know and wonder what that is that you're referring to when you say the dog Cassie. So let the folks out there know that what he's referring to is there is a short video about 3 minutes long that's up on YouTube, on the internet, and you can find it by doing a search. Put in the search line YouTube Cassie, or you can put dog, either way, and pro tandem. And when you do, you'll find a 3-minute and 16-second video that comes up, and it shows before pictures and after pictures. Now, Doc, I know that you have validated that this dog is legitimate and the owner is legitimate. Do you want to fill in the folks and give a little inside story?
Yes, the owner of Cassie is a very dear friend of my wife and I. In fact, she may be on tonight, but if she is, we've kind of so-called adopted her. Not really, but we just love her to pieces. Her and her fiance getting married, I think this next month. And they own, she owns Cassie. It's a Newfoundland. And this dog had hip dysplasia. They had done everything they could to, have the veterinaries give them all kinds of things. And the veterinaries finally said, this dog is old to the point the only humane thing to do is put it down. Let us go ahead and inject it and put it down for you, because that will be the humane thing to do. Well, if you know Marissa, the owner, she isn't going to do that. So, the rest is history, and you'll see the results when you see Cassie on Pro Tandem on YouTube. And I've got it on the DVD, and I love it. And I know that dog. When I go up there, this dog, they have to either put it out in the backyard or in the room, because it's just like a little puppy. It's all over everybody. When the being known and petted and recognized, it's unbelievable. And you can see it. It tells how old and all the details.
Yeah, that's it. Let me remind the folks, if you want to find that online, just simply do a search, look right in YouTube, dog or Cassie, and Pro Tandem, and up will come the copies that are up there. And it's nice to find and be able to validate that what you see up there is true, and that's nice to hear from Dr. Marvin being able to give us that first-hand story. And there's another one that you'll see about some more on the horse, C-A-M-O-R-A. And we had one of our distributor friends from California who had interviewed and had spoken with the owner of that horse and gave us some validation of that also, which I thought was very appropriate, very nice to have, Doc.
And another thing, I was down in Texas, and there's a lady there that was a horsewoman. I mean, she loved horses and had quite a few of them. And she took it to an equestrian specialist, I believe at Texas A&M, and had him examine it because she thought it had been photoshopped. And she said, I want you to tell me whether you think this is the same horse. And his analysis and result was, yes, this is the same horse. This is it. So, and it's not photoshopped. And, everybody has a way of saying they can't believe it. I've had veterinaries say, I just can't believe that. Well, let me tell you, this is all for real. And the people, today I had a request from my son in Houston. He can't get enough of the canine health because it's back ordered. It's been back ordered off and on ever since we introduced it in January. People are giving it to their animals like you won't believe. Dogs, cats, horses, cows, whatever. Any mammal that works.
Well, Doc, I think we need to get pretty here to open up the lines. I want to make one little suggestion to our distributors on the line. There's one little short business tip. And I was talking with a distributor down at distributor friend in North Carolina earlier this week, and he made a suggestion of a one-liner that he had heard that I thought was really excellent. When you're introducing someone to this opportunity, he said, try using this sentence. He says, I found something that's history in the making. You may or may not want to be a part of it, but you should at least know about it.
day.
Yeah, I thought that was a great tip, Doc.
That is terrific. I'm going to use that for sure. I call it a category creator. That's a little more complicated word. Category creator. In other words, this creates a new category for physiology. And an NRF2 activator. It is the only one that works effectively and safely ever been on the globe. And it's a joy to be a part of it. I'm excited about it. I've never been so excited about anything. And let me tell you, I was around when they first started using salk polio vaccine. I was around when all the new antibiotics come out. Now, I wasn't around before penicillin or sulfa, but everything after sulfa was new when I was a medical student or in practice. So, I'm an old fogey that's seen it happen, and through years of experience, this is something else. This is a category creator. And whether you believe it, receive it, or not, it still works, and it would do everything but open up a closed mind. That is tough to do. That's right. Remember, a closed mind's just like a parachute. It only works when it's open. And I see lots of critics, and I love to talk to critics now. I don't argue with them. I'm friendly to them. I mean, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for anybody that can't see the magnanimity of this product in its future when 29 university medical schools are doing research on their own money. Their own money, folks. If that doesn't break down a critic, just, say, fella, I love you, I appreciate you, but I've got people waiting that want this, and I'm going to send it. Thank you very much. Let me know if you ever open your mind and want to look at it. I'll be glad to talk. And on I go. But I think that's history in the makings of great comments.
Hey, Jeff, I'll repeat that one more time for our friends online here. It says, I have found something that is history in the making. You may or may not want to be a part of it, but you should at least know about it. And then listen. So with that, Doc, let's open up the calls tonight to questions from our folks out there that have called in tonight. I do want to.
Have you said that doesn't treat, mitigate, validate, diagnose, or anything?
Yeah, we do. We have gone through that, Doc. Pretended to yield cure, mitigate, or prevent.
Okay.
I've had some trouble with my phone tonight, picking up a little echo and some problems, so I had to change 3 times, but we're going to get on with it. Folks, I do have you that when you come on the line with your questions, please tell us who you are and where you're from. We'll have time for questions in the next hour, but we do actually, please, we're not looking for disease-specific answers or questions because that's not something we can do, but we do open up the line because we have a qualified MD that's behind the microphone tonight. So let me undo the lines here, and I'm going to put it back. You'll simply need the *6 in just a moment.
Unmuted. Muted.
Okay, if you want to *6 and give us your name, we're open for questions. This is Ben Ridgen from Carthage, Illinois. Hi, Doc.
Yes, how are you?
Good. I was wondering, do you have any idea how many athletes might be taking this?
Is he professional?
Professional or amateur? I'm open on that.
A lot. There's quite a few of them. There's quite a few of them taking it and getting tremendous results. Most of the results that are shared with me almost individually our recovery time is cut by 2/3. In other words, when they're in the game, whether it's basketball, football, track, or whatever, when they come out exhausted from breather or just from oxygen, that's what the only thing they could do before to cut down the recovery time was to inhale oxygen. Now, this cuts it down 2/3 in general. That's what I've been told by the timing when a person comes off the field
have a mother of a professional baseball player who has a Karen, are you on the line? You want to give us a minute or two on that? Star 6 your phone, Karen? Well, she may. She's in California. Well, I'm not going to make that.
Okay.
Hi, this is Alice from California.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm here. I'll wait my turn.
Is that Karen?
Karen, can we?
I'll wait. Go ahead, Alice. Yeah. I have a question. I'm really interested in the project, but I have a little concern. I'm not sure if it would be able to answer the question.
You have an echo. I cannot understand you. Are you on a speakerphone?
No, I'm not on the speakerphone right now.
We've got one of us take your wrist and I
Okay, see if you can understand her, Steve.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Yes. And, well, my question was regarding the
What about it?
Okay. My question is because I was reading instead of so that it can affect the health again. And my question was regarding this. Would it be okay to take it if you do have this going on?
Can you interpret that, Steve?
Yes, Congress was citing some research talks on also mimicking a estrogen. And her question was, if you have a history of this, would that be a problem?
History of what?
Cysts and growth.
Oh, cyst and growth? No, it's no problem. Dr. McCord used the extracts of all the 5 herbs. And everything that was adverse to what he was after has been taken from this. No, there's no estrogen effect in milk thistle, or 29 medical schools wouldn't be doing research on it.
And it was saying something to where it said that it mimics estrogen.
Didn't get a bit of that, Steve. Did you get that, Steve?
So that was my only concern. And I said that it had a habit. It just like it's a process because of the earth. But when I looked into that, I kind of questioned if it was okay for me to use it.
Did anybody help me? I didn't hear a word she said.
Can you hear me, Doc?
Yes, very clear.
She was concerned about whether she was going to get too much estrogen by taking.
No, she will not. She will not get too much estrogen at all from Protandim. Did you hear me, ma'am? Okay. Did you hear the fact that he took the extracts, the antioxidant stimulating effect of NRF2 out of these 5 herbs and used them primarily? These aren't just these herbs ground up and mixed together in a pill. They're extracts of the pill. In the pill. Thank you, ma'am, for interpreting. I could hear you clear.
That was me, Karen. I don't know what Steve wanted from me. What was his question?
He wanted to ask you about your son, professional athlete, on Protandim.
Oh, yeah. He's over at spring training right now. I sent him off with 4 bottles.
And what was his experience in a general sense, Karen, of what he had, what's happened in the past?
Well, he's a pretty big, healthy boy, but I think his sleep was number 1, and his muscle recovery from what, normal soreness
Now, I mentioned that.
Yeah.
I've had other reports the same way. The recovery time is much quicker.
You know, and I mean, he just feels good. He, you know, sleeps well. And, you know,
Can't beat that.
he's doing good.
And he had a muscle, he had a tear, and used True Science. What happened with that, Karen?
Oh, that was a hamstring tear, yeah. And that's how he first started taking it. He was like, okay, Ma, you know, so I got him on the pill. And then when he kept complaining about his hamstring, I said, put the True Science on it. He's like, Mom, that's face cream. I said, put it on it. And by the next morning, he went jogging.
Well, that's proof of the pudding.
Yeah, the coaches were real happy.
John Austin, Spruceburg, Marshall, Frank, Marshall, Alabama.
Go ahead, Mickey.
I have kind of a similar experience with people on their Achilles tendon that place the skin cream on it, and it seems to loosen it up quite a bit.
It's the most penetrating cream I've ever seen.
I do have a question for you. I have someone who is similar to the lady that just called, is concerned about ashwagandha causing ulcers, and I know that it's an extract, in fact, it's an extract from the root of the ashwagandha plant. But
Here's the thing.
I don't know what to say to them.
Well, here's the thing. People got to realize what you find out about the herb is of no use to what you get in the pill. Because Dr. McCord, now hear me well, spent 42 and a half years, over half of his life, separating what he wanted out of these 5 herbs to put in Protandim. And there's, you know, he sent me something by email. He said, Norman, just remember, everything that happens to a person is not all due to Protandim. Meaning, Protandim is accused by people that look on Wikipedia, these 5 herbs, and all the things they read, that's all in Protandim, and that isn't so. I've given it to a 3-week-old infant. I've given it to a 4-week-old infant. I've given it to 30 kids under 4 years of age. Now, do you think that if it had any of the stuff you read about ashwagandha, bacopa, any of those others, that I would have given it, even in a microsecond, to an adult, let alone a 3-week-old infant? I mean, you know, I may have been born at night, but it wasn't last night.
You know, another thing, Doc, I think that's important for people to understand is that if you would visualize the size of the pill itself that is swallowed by each day, and then realize that pill is comprised of the total of the 5 herbs that are blended together to cause those synergistic effects. And I know that we've heard Dr. McCord say on numerous lectures that the beauty of what happens is because it is a low-dose reaction. You want to talk a little bit about that, Doc?
Yeah. You know, that's what makes it work. That's what makes it work. And, you know, it's 650 milligram tablet. Dr. McCord has also told me that he's thought in the future about making a capsule, which would be much smaller, because, you know, all the sealants that stick the powder together in a tablet tight enough that can be shipped and not crumble would not have to be in there. So that would lower the size needed. Now, I just had a lady call me today. Her doctor saw an ingredient in Protandim, and he said it will stimulate your epinephrine and therefore raise your blood pressure. Well, you know, Mark Twain said, it's better to remain silent and appear stupid than open your mouth and prove it to the world. If you don't know what you're talking about, you shouldn't say anything. What he was talking about was one of the sealants holding the powder together. It has no physiological activity in the body at all. I couldn't believe that he would say something so offbeat as that. Because doctors are never taught anything in nutrition except the University of Arizona and in Loma Linda. And they shouldn't be talking about it when they don't know anything about it. It'd be like me trying to tell Steve how to fly a 747. It'd be about as sensible. So, yes, it's a low dose simply because it's the extracts. This is taken out of the sources.
In small quantities.
Yeah, in small quantities. But the key to power is the fact they work in synergism. You see, you have less than 1% absorption from green tea. Now, there's millions of people drinking green tea. Very few of them know that less than 1% of it is absorbed in your body. It goes right on through. Now, with that knowledge, how can these things work? That's why he spent 42 and a half years taking the right photo from each one that would cause synergization of the final product, which raises the effective absorption and effectiveness of the product 1,800%. It's not what you see on Wikipedia when you look up ashwagandha. A different sort, whole different ballgame. And I know what it says, because I've had many people immediately go and analyze the herbs, which is like sticking a shotgun out the window at midnight and shooting it, thinking you're going to hit a goose. You're not going to. Because this has been done and signed off by 29 medical schools, universities. And in that group of 29, there's at least 70 biochemists, at least 70 to 80 pharmacologists that know this thing from wind to breakfast. And they've signed off on it, folks. You don't have to do more research to find out if it's real. If you don't think it was scrutinized well, look at Harvard. Harvard doesn't spend money on supplements and research. It's like this one. Harvard is very conservative about what they do research on. And I was bowled over because I used to go to Harvard. And to see what Harvard has been doing on Pretendum. It's unbelievable. You know, that they would do that until I've seen the product that they put out, the resource, this research. So this is a quality product passed scrutiny for the medical practices.
Let's go ahead and grab a few more questions so we can keep it moving here tonight. We've got a little bit sidetracked, but do we have some other folks out there? Star 6? Yeah. Rolls Inlet, South Carolina. I got a question for you. I have a chiropractor who I just showed the whole business to, and his question today was about the why there's not human studies.
I just told everybody.
I understand that. But he could not get on this call tonight. What is the recording for this call? Well, let me remind everyone that this is call number 58 tonight. And if you dial into the recording call number that shows up on Dr. Marvin's website, drmarvin.com, and when you dial into the recording, all during this week until we do next week's call, that will be the call that automatically comes up. If you want to access it after this week, when you dial in the number for the recording, it ends in 1799. If you just go 58#, it will bring up tonight's call. But thanks for reminding us that.
Tomorrow he can go in there and he shows the recording call up here, and it'll be the first one up.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, guys.
Dr. Myers?
No.
Okay, several folks. How about ladies first?
This is Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie.
on my forehead and down on the side of my cheek, and I'm wondering if maybe I'm just using too much of the beauty science. I use about 2 squirts in the morning and 2 squirts in the evening.
You're not using too much. I don't know why you got dry skin, but you're not using too much of this. It's going to moisturize your skin. Add moisture to your skin.
Dr. Marvin, Paul and Carol Overton from Indiana.
Right.
We're new distributors, and we've just started on this, and I apologize that this subject's already been covered, but we've introduced this to 8 new customers, and out of the 8 new customers, we've had 4 of them that are complaining about severe side effects, diarrhea, headaches, and they cannot sleep at night. Is this typical of this medication, or is this
It's not, okay. Number one, it's not a medication, it's a supplement.
And you're right. My poor choice of words, I apologize.
Okay, number two, what they're going through is called cleansing. And on my website, there's an article I wrote on cleansing. Their body is cleansing too fast, and the body has diarrhea to get rid of it. So what they need to do is not stop it, go down to a third or fourth or a sixth of a tablet per day in the morning with food, with fat, and drink at least 8-ounce glasses of water a day to wash it out of their body. You have a high percentage, 4 out of 8. It's usually about 4% that have cleansing. That means their body is responding too fast to the protandum. It's dumping too much in their system. I've done this probably 300, 400 times with people. And what you do is have them increase their water intake, cut the pill way down. If you go down to 6, stay there for 3 to 4 weeks. Then go up to the next level, the 4th, then the 3rd, then the half, going up to a full. And stay at each level for about 3 weeks. This will give them time to get rid of all the toxins and all the free radicals. The good news is it's working very well in their body. I never had any detox. My wife never had any detox. And most of my downline did. But I'd say about 4% do. I've talked to Dr. McCord 2 or 3 times about this. Detoxing. Your body is being washed clean, every cell in your body. That's not a side effect of the product. It's not a side effect of the product. It's an effect of your body being cleansed. Protandum has no side effects. It's safe. It has no toxicity. I've given it to a 3-week-old infant who had no cleansing effect. Why? It didn't have any reason to have cleansing. It wasn't old enough to absorb the toxins that the human is. The older the person in general, the more likely they are to have detoxing or cleansing. Does that answer?
Well, I would say that our typical age group is between 50 and 60.
Yeah. That's all that's happening.
Paul, here's another point that I want please emphasize with your new customers, and this is something that all distributors should be emphasizing with their new customers that come on board. First of all, remember a couple of things Dr. Marvin has said. First, they should take their pill in the morning with a little bit of food, a little bit of fat. Secondly, they should be drinking 8-ounce glasses of water every day. It's very important because the effects of protandum are causing the body to dislodge and get rid of a bunch of these toxins that have accumulated. And your body needs the water to help flush it out. So the symptoms that your customers are experiencing are the kinds of things that we've heard many times, and it will be helped by 2 things like Doc said. One, cut the dose down and slow down the rate of the detoxing that's happening. And then secondly, oftentimes most people are not properly hydrated and not drinking enough water.
Dr. Walker, what did you say percentages of people that are walking around? 64%. 64% of the American population are walking around dehydrated, and they're concerned of why they get so tired and why they have so many different ups and downs in their feelings and health. One of the biggest reasons is they're dehydrated.
Okay, I have one other question, if I may.
Okay, Paul?
We had a recent customer that was diagnosed with hormonal breast cancer, and unfortunately, they did some research online, and they found one of the ingredients in Protandim was not recommended for anyone that had been diagnosed with that, and I wonder if there's a response for that.
I just said that 10 minutes ago.
I apologize. I got on the call late. I didn't realize this call was tonight. I totally apologize. I'm sorry.
What Dr. McCord did, he took out all ALL of the ingredients that weren't in line with an NRF2 activator. All of those things that you Google or whatever, the Wikipedia, the 5 herbs, it is a waste of their time because he extracted what he needed out of each one of these plants. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think if this had significant estrogen in it, I would give it to a 3-week-old infant?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you think that 29 medical schools would be doing research on this with their own money if there was any estrogen effect? No.
Thank you for your answers. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure, that's okay. That's fine. Sure, the deal is three people on.
Dr. Larry,
Yes.
nothing.
Go ahead.
My name is Diane Pope from Atlanta, Georgia. My husband has Alzheimer's, and he is bedridden now. He's 76 years old, and would this pill help him?
Well, I have every reason to believe it was because East Western Medical Society said that Alzheimer's was due to oxidative stress, published in the paper in 2010.
Okay. He's a professional singer back in his day, and one time he failed, and that kind of the Alzheimer's got worse, and now he's bedridden and he's not talking or anything now. But I am getting like baby food in him now, and I've changed the water to it's called taking the alkaline out of the water. I got one of the systems, Kangen
water.
Yes. Is that good for him too?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's what I'm giving him now. And some turmeric. I'm giving him them.
Don't give the turmeric an hour before or an hour after you give the Protandim. Protandim is much better for him than turmeric.
Okay.
Protandim has the active ingredients that we need out of turmeric.
Okay. So I could probably do away with the turmeric and give him this pill.
You take the turmeric and give him Protandim.
Anything I can do to help him, I mean.
Yeah, I understand.
This is Gil in Louisville, Kentucky, and I have a question. We have several family members and friends who are suffering from cancer and they're on chemotherapy. Can you talk about when to then tandem? I'm not sure exactly when to shoot them as far as taking Protandim on chemotherapy.
Okay, the answer is this. You cannot give Protandim to a person taking chemotherapy 2 weeks before they start the chemo, during chemo, but you can start Protandim the day after chemo. Okay?
Interesting. Big app. And why is that?
Okay, that's a long answer. But I tell you, my phone number, write my phone number down and call me in the morning.
Sure, thank you. Hello.
816.
Last question. You got your number.
Wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years. care 3 years. And
with protective long term. What's the effects on oxidative stress with Protandim on long term?
Ending long-term studies. As we looked at big data, 28 is the long-term studies.
Sir, the ingredients in Protandim have been used 2,000 to 4,000 years in humans. Is that long enough?
Absolutely.
2,000 to 4,000 years. More than anything in your drugstore or your hospital has ever been used in healthcare.
Wow. Dr. Marvin, can I get your phone number again, please?
816-392-6498.
Thank you.
And there's a man from Wisconsin that we kind of wedged out here.
Alan from Wisconsin, please, Dr. Marvin. On tonight's NBC 90 Days, they had a story about Ohio State, which is a lot was put down, and they were using a pacemaker installed in a lady's brain in her 50s. My question would be, in order for you to chat with Dr. McCord and see if there's any correlation between a pacemaker installed in Alzheimer's patients and the Protandim work that they've done.
I know he doesn't know anything about either one. I've talked to him about things like that. I mean, they can do all the installation they want. Again, I repeat, Case Western Medical Society in Cleveland, Ohio, published a paper in 2010 showing the cause of Alzheimer's dementia was accumulation over years of oxidative stress.
Wow.
It isn't absence of electrical stimulus. It isn't absence of any pacemaker put in the brain. It's the presence of oxidative stress. We have a product that lowers oxidative stress, proven by 33 labs, some of them in Ohio. And some of the best work that's been done is done by Ohio State. They did the coronary artery bypass study, and they've done other studies that you can find on my website. No loved one of mine would ever have an electrical stimulator pacemaker put in anybody's brain for Alzheimer's.
That's a point of it. Those were long studies, Doc, including the one that's going on at the University of Minnesota, a 7-year, going into its 8th-year study on diabetes.
Yeah. Yeah, long study.
But folks, we had some of the questions out there.
Council Manager, couple ideas to tax them.
I didn't get the question.
You need to speak up, please.
The taxpayer name. Your tax man, tell you.
I don't have any idea.
Gail's question is the name of the tax man that we had that did the audit for this.
Robert Ellis, CPA.
And for those of you that may have missed that call, if you go to our archives and dial in, it's call number 46. It's a 1-hour call where he talks about the benefits for distributors.
Let me tell you, I've used him for 6 years. He's the best CPA I've ever had. No question.
This is Ed from Atlanta. There's a trend out here, Dr. Marvin, of a cancer supposedly going to another 25% increase. Obviously, and I feel this, but I'd like your opinion. Obviously, if all these people that are progressively getting cancer, this would be obviously a good solution to try to curtail that trend. Is that true?
That I can't say, not allowed by the government to say. But what we have to do is do logic. What we have is a society that is swarming in oxidative stress. Many different things happen with people with oxidative stress.
site.
We have the only effective, safe product that will lower oxidative stress in anybody with anything in the world. And that's called Protandim. And I don't know why there's this situation in Atlanta. My daughter and 2 grandsons live there. And I don't know whether it's something in the water or in the food. It's probably both. And it may be in the ground.
Carbon monoxide from the cars, probably. Some of it.
Could be. There's many, many things that will happen. But you see, we don't have great nutrition in our food, even if you raise your own, because you have to scientifically reinstill the nutrition in the soil before you get it in the produce.
That's why
Most of the produce that you buy in a grocery store has been green harvested. And the gas with ethylene gas to make it look right. That isn't any nutrition in that product. Therefore, your body doesn't have what it needs to fulfill its normal function of immunity. We're starving to death. There's a book you all should read if you would want to really find out what's going on. It's called Empty Harvest. Empty Harvest. I believe it's Jane Goodall is the author. Empty Harvest is one of the best books I've ever read on nutrition today in the United States. Yes, ma'am. Jane is golden.
Yeah, Empty Harvest on Amazon will get you there.
Yeah,
Empty Harvest on Amazon.
Yeah, got it. Hang on.
okay. Ma'am, what did you say?
I wanted to ask you about omega, omega-3, and you said the ratio, it has to be higher with the DHA. It's okay, like this one announcement that 1 to 5, 100 milligrams to 500 DHA. Is that okay?
Yes, you get a good product, and there's 3 or so of them on the market, and I highly recommend. What I recommend to people for health today is omega-3, about 2,000 milligrams at minimum a day. You can have 3,000 of the total product. If you have a good product, you're going to have enough DHA and EPA with that amount, and a good multiple vitamin, preferably one that ADEK is water soluble. ADEK. Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, which are all oil-soluble vitamins. But if you get a product that has water-soluble ADEK, that's the one you go for. And you can never overdose, which you can with the other. You never overdose with that, and therefore you take the multivitamin, omega-3, no 6 or 9, omega-3, and Protandim.
Say no 6 or 3?
No 6 or 9. You see some product that's health store, omega-3, 6, or 9. People think they're getting a bargain. Well, 9 is the same as olive oil. You can buy it by the gallon. Cheaper. Omega-6 is what you get in processed food. We get too much of that. So what you need is omega-3 fish oil. Not krill, not linseed, omega-3 cold water fish. Proven to be the best. Okay?
Dr. Marvin, if you have what the diagnostic claims to, and you're on prednisone, can you take for him?
Absolutely. Did you say Crohn's?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I thought you said. Absolutely. This has no drug interactions. No drug interactions. No supplement interactions, except those supplements that have the same ingredients in them as Protandim. And you don't want to take those an hour before or an hour after you take your protection.
Dr. Marvin,
Yes.
is there any kind of a research on Friedreich ataxia and protandem?
I don't know, you have to look it up. Steve, can you check how much oxidative stress is in Friedreich's ataxia?
I don't have a computer available to me right at the moment. As far as research specific with protandem, none of the current studies have addressed that.
None of the current ones, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, yes, because I do have someone that has Friedreich ataxia, and I was just wondering if there's any kind of studies for that.
That's what I'd say.
There is what? Dr. Marvin, I know that there is a Friedreich ataxia benefit now, and what they're trying to do, I believe, is to give the folks extra doses of glutathione, and they're saying that they're trying to figure out whether the glutathione would assist in Friedreich ataxia.
Yeah, I know about that. But ma'am, let me give you some old country doctor horse sense. If there's no effective treatment for it, and this is $40 a month, $1.62 a day, why doesn't the person take it? It has no drug interactions. It has no toxicity. You can give it to an infant. Why not do it?
You know, I understand that, but it's just trying to sell it to this particular person, so I'm on board with you.
Ask them then this question. How's it working? What's being done to you now?
You're absolutely right. You are so absolutely right. Absolutely. You know, she's 25 years old. She's in a wheelchair, and her whole nervous system is, of course, attacked. And so, no, I got that. I understand that. I totally understand that. Okay.
See, here's what people have to do, ma'am. And I've seen this all the 56 years I've practiced medicine. People have to have a wake-up call. I have to do that to a lot of people. And I would say to this young girl who won't even look at this, what are you getting from your present treatment? How's that working for you?
Right.
Well, it's helping me. Well, it doesn't look like it. You're in a wheelchair.
Right. It's not helping.
How's that working?
Yeah.
I had a guy tell me,
I
don't want to look at this.
Transplants, and that has.
I know all about the Semidrone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doc
I
Marvin?
can tell you what that treatment. But here's what I say. I had a guy that told me he didn't want to look at this because he was taking chemo. And his cell count was increasing. And I said, you've taken it 3 times? How's that working? See, people don't realize you got to assess your progress.
Right.
It rhymes. I didn't intend it to. You have to assess your progress. Are you getting better or getting worse? If you're getting worse, maybe you ought to consider other avenues, either a different doctor or specialist, or a different clinic, or med center, or someplace. Get another opinion.
Okay.
If you're getting worse on a treatment, where's that headed?
It's not getting better, so what do you got to lose, right?
Right.
Okay.
Doc Marvin?
Yes, yes, sir.
This is Rick again from Prattville. I just looked up oxidative stress and Friedreich's ataxia. There's 160 studies on that.
160 studies. Well, that answers your question, ma'am. Show that to a 27-year-old.
I'm sorry, what are the studies?
Oxidative stress and Friedreich's ataxia.
Okay. So there are studies out there. And so how would I look that up? I went on PubMed and that don't work.
That's where you
I
find it,
just
man.
typed it in, oxidative stress / Friedreich's ataxia. You have to spell
Okay,
it.
thank you. Dr. Marvin?
Yes.
I have a friend that been on Protandim and has Lyme's disease. And his doctor was saying that his cells on his liver were going up that was a sign that his body was detoxifying. Do you know that that's not what would happen when body detoxifies? Because someone else had Hep C, and they went on Protan, and their level of their liver went up, and their doctor talked them out of going on Protan.
What is he doing for hepatitis C?
Yeah, Doc, I've got everybody muted at the moment because I'm trying to get rid of that echo. We've had some call quality and not issues. So if you want to go ahead and address that before I unmute him again?
Yeah. Well, number one, there's no effective treatment for hepatitis C. This may raise, or your body may, this doesn't do it, but your body may raise the enzymes. That doesn't mean anything. The doctor knows nothing, N-O-T-H-I-N-G, about Protandim. Nada, nothing. He knows nothing about nutrition. Now, that's what we're battling, is because we've got people making assumptions of a subject they don't. Maybe next week we'll talk about nuclear physics, and you'll see how smart I am about that. That's what they are about nutrition. There'll be short mesons and the protons and all that stuff. No. Now, you were saying two diseases. What was the other disease, Steve?
I've got everyone else muted right now. I couldn't hear it. There was some echo going on.
She gave me two diseases, and I can only answer one.
Let me see.
I don't know what the other one was.
I'm going to try to...
Lyme's disease. Lyme's disease. Well, let me tell you, lady, about Lyme's disease. 99% of doctors don't know how to treat Lyme's disease. Okay? When you first get the Lyme's protozoa, spirochete, in your body from the deer tick, it's an infectious disease. That lasts between 60 and 90 days. And they pump antibiotics into you, and it's effective. After 90 days, it's absurd to give antibiotics. I've had 2 or 3 people that have been on antibiotics for 3 to 5 years. That just wipes out your floor. It doesn't do a thing for Lyme's disease. Lyme's disease is first an infection, then develops an autoimmune disease. Okay? We have had 2 recordings of people. One of them had Lyme's disease 18 years, the other one 23 years. And at the present time, we're reviewing those. But I can tell you, they were both blessed by the effect when they started taking Protandim, regardless of what any doctor says. Next time someone tells you, I've got to go take this to my doctor, who hasn't effectively been treating your problem, I'd ask you to go take your car to a hairdresser and see if they can fix the car. It's about as applicable. Now, you may think I've got a vendetta against doctors. No, I am one. But I know a few things about medicine. A lot I learned teaching at 2 medical schools. The teacher always learns more than the student. And that's what I'm telling you about. The best thing that lady can take for Lyme's is this product. The best thing that man or woman can take for Hep C is Protandim. Proven. Now, you can go to your doctor, and you can either change what you're doing or change doctor, considering one fits.
Well, let's open up the call for a few more. We're running out of the evening time here. Just a moment. Let me open up here.
Unmuted. Dr. Marvin?
Yes.
This is Peggy from Insane. I think when we did a new study.
Okay, you can take it well. If you want to click here, where you're from, *6 to unmute your phone.
I'd like to have that lady ask a question again. I got nothing out of that.
Dr. Marvin?
Yes.
This is Kathy,
Yes.
the one that asked about the Lyme's disease and the Hep C.
Good.
Yeah, Dad,
Go ahead.
got a question for me?
No.
Okay, well, the person with the Lyme disease, their doctor thought it was encouraging that their levels on their liver tests went up, you know, showing that there's detoxification going. When those same levels went up on the person with the Hep C, now the person with the Hep C has gone on an interferon treatment.
Yeah, I know. They've been doing that for 40 years.
Her levels have come down. Now, she had been on the Protandim that went off of it. But is the interferon a lot of times helpful for Hep C patients?
I've never seen it cure anybody.
Never cure it, but just...
I've never seen it. You call me tomorrow morning and I'll give you a number that you can call and talk to somebody that had Hep C.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
You got my number?
I think it's on the website, isn't it?
Yes, it's an 816 number.
816. Okay. Okay. We'll call in the morning. I'll probably have to call you.
I don't care who calls me.
Okay, and not before what time?
Well, I wouldn't be before 5 o'clock. No. I usually get up about 8:30.
Okay, well, we're on the West Coast, so, and you're at Central Time, correct?
Yeah, you're West Coast? There's 2 hours difference, and I'm later than you.
Okay, so we'll give you 8:30 plus 2.
Good for you.
Thank you, Dr. Marvin. God bless you. You are such a blessing to so many.
God bless you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Dr. Martin, here's the had a Protandim research findings, and I tried to find that on the internet. Been through over 600 websites. Have we had to take that off of the internet?
Here's what I would do. When you're searching anything on the internet, be sure that you're either searching using PubMed, PubMed.gov, or if you're do not do a Google search, but instead use googlescholar.com. Scholar.google.com. Scholar.google.com. That will get rid of all the guys in a sweaty t-shirt making their opinion float out of the basement of their house that have no credibility. And you'll find a huge difference in the quality of information that you get on scholar.google.com.
Okay? Thank you. If you have any problem about the research and things that's been done, call me. Yes, ma'am.
Carolina, I think it's good if you get on your customers and let them know that, you know, what to expect, that they might be detox them fast or something. When I started taking them 2 or 3 weeks ago, I told the lady about it, and my new customer, and she called me after that, and she said, Peggy, I'm glad you gave me thumbs up, because, you know, she was using the bathroom, you know, more. And so a lady in our group, she took the instructions from you, I think is where she got it. She just made a sheet with instructions on it, and so I find that good to give to new customers.
Yeah, you can download one from my website.
Okay, that might be where she got it from.
Yeah. And I would do that, and don't scare them with it, because the percentage is about 4 or 5%.
Right, because it did bother me when I started taking. I've been taking it 2 years, and it just held me after 4 days is all I know with everything.
You know, last night I did a meeting, a big room meeting, and I had everybody stand up that had benefit from taking Protandim, any benefit from taking Protandim. The whole room stood up. The whole room stood up. And I thought, that's something. You can get that out of aspirin.
And another question for you is, some people always, they tell me, my friends and stuff, they tell me that they've always had a problem have bowel movements. Shouldn't some people
Been what, 3 or 4 days?
Yeah. You know, a turtle only has a pound movement once a year, and that's a little bit much.
That's why it's full of fat.
But people, if they start having diarrhea, they'll just quit taking it rather than calling you and asking them if it's normal. But if you let them know in the beginning.
They should. So you need to prepare them.
Right, yeah.
By the way, that's why the turds snap at you.
Well, that's one reason why the turtles are full of crap.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm just for tonight. Okay. Anybody else have a question?
No, I've got everyone muted now, Doc. We're running out of time. We're still can't get rid of that echo that we've dealt with tonight. But I do want to remind everyone that a lot of information can be found on Dr. Marvin's website, and that is docmarvin, docmarvin.com. You can find up there on his website a lot of information, including the downloadable page he's talking about that is the response that people should understand about cleansing response. And then, of course, the other thing that's important is be sure that you instruct people to get they should be taking it with a little bit of food. Take it in the morning. Don't take any of the ingredients either an hour before or an hour after taking your protein. And that of course, there is no interaction with drugs. There's only 2 cautions. The person that's actively taking chemo should not, or 2 weeks before, but they can immediately after. And the other precaution is a person who has had an organ transplant should not take protein. But other than that, if they have a pulse and they are a mammal, protein is going to benefit them. Because we do know that the universities have shown us that in 30 days, the age-dependent oxidative stress is reduced 40% in 3 days. Doc, you got any party or
No, I don't. This is the greatest thing I've ever gotten hold of. And it just helps people. It's just like I said last night, I had everybody stand up that had been benefited, and the whole room stood up. And I thought that was a fantastic testimony. I've never given a patient a drug that you could get that response from, believe me. And so I think it's wonderful. Go out there and tell people. Go out there and help humanity. It's the greatest thing you can do. Winston Churchill says you work from 8 to 5 for a living, but how your life is how much you're giving. Not money, giving. You, yourself, time, your heart, give to other people. That's the key. The greatest feeling you ever experience when you do it. And I just wanted to say, I appreciate you all coming on the call. If I'm harsh at times, I apologize for it, but it upsets me when doctors who don't know anything about nutrition make some unbelievable comments that are not true. So, I apologize for that if I've hurt anybody's feelings about what I said. I don't intend to hurt a soul, and I don't intend to hurt newborns that I give this product to. That's how safe it is. And I talk to Dr. McCord quite often. I talked to him about 4 days ago, 4 days I guess now, about a problem that was very rare, and he assured me how to do it, and I was very much blessed by it. The man is a genius as far as the contents of this product, and I'm really proud to be able to help people with what he invented, and I'm very proud that he's my friend. So with that, we'll see you next Tuesday night. We'll be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to answer questions, Steve.
Right. I want to remind everyone, of course, the distributor's still on the call with us, that we do have convention coming up in April on the 11th, 12th, and 13th in Salt Lake City. If you are not already registered, you don't want to miss it. You know, it's like the comment I made at the beginning, Doc, says, I found something that's history in the making.
That's right. And I just thought you might want to know about it.
That you should at least know about it.
Yes. It's just like Microsoft in 1972. it's gonna be fun.
I like that comment by Wilson that was in charge of IBM, and he said at a meeting, I have figured out that this world could probably use 4 computers, and that's all. Well, I've got more than 4 here in my house.
That's right. Well, Doc, let's call it a night. We want to thank everyone for joining us. Of course, Protanib is not heal, cure, mitigate, or prevent any disease. Right. We a marvelous supplement that we can go help a lot of people. So, folks, if you're new, please share it with the folks that you know. If you're a distributor that's been doing this as a business, get out there and help support people. Hey, everyone, we appreciate having you on the call.
Unmuted.
Night.
Night.
Good night.
Night. What number was this? Your conference recording is stopped.
Okay. Go enjoy your wife. Happy anniversary.
Hello, everyone. If you hear me okay, please type yes in the chat box. Great. Welcome to our Tuesday night vitel presentation. My name is Richard Worsley from the great state of New Jersey. Area sales manager here to present to you vitel. If you're a guest on the webinar, we ask you to get back to the person that referred you and let them know that you're ready to get started immediately following this presentation. Vitel launched nationwide in 2010. We based out of Houston, Texas, and our founders have over 55 years of business experience. And we were actually ranked top 5 fastest growing companies in 2012, according to Business for Home and MLM Pros. We provide services that people use each and every day, and we partner with Reach Investment Funds, a multi-million-dollar investment firm who specialize in long-term growth. And they also had something, actually a partner with the Cleveland Browns and other famous organizations. They're in the energy division. We partner with multi-million-dollar investors, and we will be here for a very, very, very long time.
So if you're looking at vitel and you're wondering how long we're going to be around, we're here for decades to come. Now, you say, what do you offer here at vitel? Well, we lead with wireless, with Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint on our contract providers. And your customers actually can come to your website, upgrade their phone, add new service, or add a line, or get new service, and you will actually earn commission for them coming to your website. In a few minutes from now, you will see some of the savings they will also experience by coming to your website as well. We also have prepaid phone providers on our website, and I'm very, very, very excited about this with our prepaid providers because we actually expanded our market to our international market. So not only can the people in the U.S. use our services on the prepaid phone side, but people abroad can actually come to your website, reload their minutes, and also you're able to expand your business beyond the borders of the United States. Is that amazing or is that amazing? All right, let's look at an example from Sprint. Sprint has the Galaxy Note 2, $300 on the Sprint website. But if you come to the vitel website, and keep in mind the slide is a couple of weeks old, at that time it was $169 on the vitel website. Same exact phone. Now, if you went to Verizon, you want the Galaxy Note 2, $300 from Verizon. On the vitel website, $199. That's $100 savings right there, and you're not paying extra fees to have it shipped or anything. Now, this is what we're very, very, very excited about. I see some smiley faces. We have the $35 unlimited talk, text, and web from vitel. And you're able to get the greatest and latest smartphones here at vitel. Unlocked phones, the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 5. You can even get the older iPhones right here. You can get the Samsung. You can get the Galaxy Note 2 unlocked here at vitel, right here on your website. And guess what? You also save on your shipping. And you can also do a payment plan for your device right on our website. So you don't have to go into a contract anymore. You can actually buy your device and set up a payment plan right through our phone portal. With our $35 plan, if you are a Diamond member, you actually get free phone service for life. This is available to our first 5,000 members that take advantage of this during our pre-launch. Yes, we are in our pre-launch, and these positions are filling up fast, so you don't want to waste any time. You want to lock yourself in as a Diamond to have your free phone service for life. I know a lot of people on this webinar already took advantage of that. I see a lot of diamonds and see you sparkling tonight. You say, what coverage do you have? We cover nationwide coverage, even Puerto Rico. Here with our service plan, with vitel, we have you covered wherever you are. We don't stop there. We also have home services. With our home services, all 50 states, people can come to your website, and all they do is punch in their address and zip code, and all the cable providers that's available in their area will pop up on their screen. And all they have to do is select the provider that they want. And you may say, how is this powerful? Everybody has cable already, so how can I capitalize on this? But when you actually think about it in the way that you do your own cable, a lot of times when we get our cable providers, we actually on like a 1-year promotion or a 2-year promotion. But here at vitel, when you're ready to switch to that next promotion, you're able to take advantage of it because we have all the providers in your area. Like for instance, if your provider is Comcast, you also have Time Warner in your area, so you may have a promotion for Comcast your first year. Then next year you can go to Time Warner, but you will not lose the customer because you have all the providers at vitel. Here's another one of our products, the Wi-Fi portable hotspot. With our portable hotspot, you're able to connect up to 5 computers at one time with this little device. It's about the size of a credit card, very portable. You can even be on the internet driving down the road in your car in the middle of the park. You no longer have to be stuck in Starbucks on a very nice day or in Dunkin' Donuts or McDonald's just to get online. Now you can get online wherever you go. We call it Internet on the go. Another division that we're excited about is our energy division. Currently, we have launched our commercial side of the business of energy. And you're able to sign up a business, and it's very easy. All they do is fill out your short application on your website and send in their current utility bill, and we'll take it from there. We actually shop their rate to over 24 different companies, and pretty soon I feel like it's going to be expanded pretty soon with our new partners. And we don't stop there. Pretty soon we'll be launching our residential side of our energy. And if you're in Texas, we already have it up and running on the residential side. By the name of the company is Bounce Energy, right on your website, live and in living color. Take advantage of it tonight. We also have our vitel benefit network. And we have a lot of people on the webinar that can actually have testimony about this product. But what do we offer with the vitel benefit network? We call it the Walmart of network marketing. The Costco of network marketing. Has identity theft protection. Has discount travel, hotel, cruises, flights, discount entertainment, discount movie tickets, $6 a ticket. Fitness and wellness, discount gym membership. We have the nurses hotline, online shopping, legal services, roadside assistance, and we even have tax help here in the Vitel Benefit Network. And if you didn't get your taxes done yet, and you have the Vitel Benefit Network, you can actually get your taxes done for free with the Vitel Benefit Network. If you're getting a 1040, 1040A, or 1040EZ, that is included with your Vitel Benefit Network. And to keep up with our theme, Vitel Freedom of Choice, we actually have 3 different packages you can choose from. You can choose the Consumer Protection Plan, or the Insurance Protection Plan, or the Total Protection Plan. I want to be totally covered. But for the sake of the presentation, I would go over the Consumer Protection Plan for you. It includes identity theft, EMED on call, prepaid legal service, travel benefits and discounts, and tax preparation. So if you want to take advantage of getting your taxes done, you can go get that consumer plan. And if you want the insurance plan, that's shopping, wellness, travel, lifestyle, car care, and entertainment. But like Dr. Smith said, the 49 plan is where it's at. You want to be totally protected here. Everything is included, the insurance plan, the consumer plan. For all the projects that come up in life that you may not be expecting, we have you covered with the total protection plan. Only $49.95. And I'm going to tell you how to get that free in a little while. Now, there's 2 main ways that we get paid. We get paid with our customers and with our business partners. And this is how it works. Fast start bonuses on our $35 unlimited talk, text, and web cell phone service. In this example, we have Kim. You finally get to meet Sarah's upline. Her name is Kim. In this example, Sarah got the $35 unlimited plan, unlimited talk, text, and web from Vitel. Jennifer did the same thing, and Mike did the same thing. And Kim earned $25 for each person just for purchasing the $35 unlimited talk, text, and web. But it didn't stop there. She got these people all in 1 week. And she received an additional $50 bonus for a total of $125 just for referring 3 people to a plan that will save them a ton of money. How many people can you find this week that would like $35 unlimited talk, text, and web, and you earn $125 for every 3? The sky's the limit. Here at Vitel, we don't have any caps. And a lot of times you get approached with different opportunities or different businesses. And they say the most you can make in a week is $2,000, or the most you can make in a week is $5,000. But at Vitel, you limit your own potential. The sky is the limit here at Vitel. Actually, there's no limit. You could go to outer space with us. All right, now let's talk about the Pet Star bonuses with the Vitel Benefit Network. In this example, Sarah taking control of her business, and her upline kids are very happy. So Sarah's a business owner. She has the Platinum Business Plan and her VBN, or Vitel Benefit Network. And from this point on, I refer to the Vitel Benefit Network as VBN. And she acquired her first business partner. She has her VBN. And her first customer, and he has his VBN. And Sarah actually earns $25 for each person that purchased $49 VBN. And she's also qualified to earn her luxury bonuses as well, because she has her $50 in customer value. Now, or in this example, you may say, I'm not good at recruiting, but I'm great at customer acquisition. So in this example, she went out and she found 3 customers that wanted the Vitel Benefit Network. So she actually earned $25 for each one for a total of $75. But because she went to work in 1 week, and our week is from Friday to Thursday, she actually received an extra $50 bonus for a total of $125 for every 3 people that you bring to the Benefit Network per week, Vitel week, Friday to Thursday. But it didn't stop there. The customers were so excited about the Benefit Network that they told 3 of their friends, and they actually received their plan totally free, just for referring 3 of their friends. But Sarah still earned the $25 per customer that her customers brought to Vitel. In other words, $375 more for her customers referring more business to Vitel. Is that amazing, or is that amazing? Now let's talk about our other income potential for Pet Star bonuses. We call this the 3-in-1. In this example, everyone has 3 business partners, and they each have 1 customer. For every business partner that you personally introduce to Vitel, you will earn a $25 Pet Star bonus. And yes, those $50 bonuses are still in place. And then from levels 2 to 7, for every member that your team brings in, you will earn an additional $5 bonus for people that you didn't even introduce to the business. But how about doubling your money? Yeah, just by purchasing a product, or someone purchasing a product through your website that's worth at least $25 in value, you actually double your Pet Star bonuses. So instead of earning $5 from level 2 to 7, you will actually earn $10 from level 2 to 7, doing the same exact work. So in other words, instead of earning $21,000, you actually double your income, $43,000, for doing the same exact work, just for having a product to qualify. Now, let's talk about our diamond position. A lot of people are very, very excited about our diamond position. Our normal price for our diamond position is $99.95, but now we're running a red hot special, only $69.95 for your first month. You qualify for team customer acquisition bonuses, and it includes your free cell phone service for life as long as you are a diamond. So it's all in your hands. As long as you remain a diamond, you will have free cell phone service for life. And in the same example, on top of the bonuses that I showed you already, every time you have a diamond member that qualifies, you say, how can a diamond member qualify? Just have 2 diamond partners and 2 VBN customers, and you're diamond qualified. Every time that happens on your team, for anyone that you personally sponsor into the business, you will earn a $100 additional bonus. And then every time it happens in your organization, level 2 to 7, you will earn an additional $10 Pet Star bonus, or a customer acquisition bonus for that happening in your organization. That's over $22,000 additional dollars on top of that $43,000 that you saw already. So now we're talking over $65,000 from the same people that join your organization. Is that powerful, or is that powerful? Let's talk about residual income. BBN. We have Sarah. She has her BBN. And our business owners, they'll all have their BBN, and they each have one customer. And let's see how this add up down 7 levels. You will earn $7 for each member that has their BBN from levels 1 to 7. You talk about potential residual income over $30,000 each and every single month. What if you had it 90% wrong and 10% right? You would still earn over $3,000 every single month just off the BBN by itself. Now let's talk about our other customer acquisition, our other products, and our other services. For personal retail sales that's done directly through your website, you will earn an additional 40 to 60% commission for all the sales that you personally make through your website. That's for our cell phone service, our pin top-up, our energy, our hotspot, our home services, our alarm systems, our debit cards, and any other product that Vitel decides to introduce to the marketplace. And we don't stop there. We saw an example of this on Facebook, the Team Retail Sales Commission. You will earn 6 to 15% commission on the sales of any products of services that your team makes as well. And it was a post on Facebook. Someone in someone's organization had earned over close to $10,000 in consumer value. So that person actually made 40 to 60% of their own sales that was made through their website. But because someone else signed them up, they actually got a team retail sell bonus off of that same customer. And they actually earned over $1,200 from the work of the person they sponsored just from that bonus. And it didn't stop there. You actually get paid down 5 levels. That's paid out over 5 levels at a span of 6% all the way up to 15%. Then we have a team matching bonus. And with the team matching bonus, if you actually sponsored that person, you actually earn a matching bonus on the retail sales that happen in their organization as well. And then we have generational bonuses. That's paid out to 6 generations for national sales executives and regional vice president. And in that same example, the post on Facebook, being that this person was a national sales executive, that all the NSEs and RVPs received the 3 to 5% of the sales that happen through his organization. And we also have a profit sharing pool as well. And we want to be part of that as soon as possible. And pretty soon I'll show you how to get there. But before we go there, let's talk about some of the money you can make on our fabulous brand new pin top-up system. Yeah, it's really kicking in. Yeah, your income shows up in your back office right away, and I'm very happy to have my customers back refilling their minutes on my portal, and they can do the same on your portal tonight. Every time that happens, woo! You refer 3 people to the business. Everybody do the same thing down 5 levels. And everybody go to work and find 12 customers that want to keep their phone on. They come to your website, reload their minutes. You talk about a potential over $3,000 in residual income just for people keeping their phones on. How many people do you know that want to keep their phones on tonight? Let them do it through your site. Now let's talk about our energy. It could be the same 3 people. Everybody do the same down 5 levels, 12 customers. You're talking another $1,000 added to your residual income. Now you're over $4,000 in residual income. But let's say you doubled your effort. Say you had 6 business partners, and everybody did the same down 5 levels. Each had 12 customers for energy. We're talking over $21,000 in residual income just from 6 business partners down 5 levels with 12 customers. Over $21,000. But we don't stop there. We have the Wi-Fi portable hotspot, internet on the go, wherever you go, up to 5 devices, and you have 6 members on your team. Everybody did the same down 5 levels, 12 customers each. You're talking over $25,000, as Brandon was saying. trying to imitate Curtis Cross. $25,000 in residual income. All right, now. So we talk about a total of over $95,000 from the prepaid cell phone service, the energy, the hotspot, and the benefits package. Over $95,000, as Dr. Smith would say. Let's just round it all up. 4,000 don't mean anything at this point. $100,000 in residual income. Thank you, Dr. Smith, for those words. Now, we have a balanced compensation plan. We earn money real fast on our customer acquisition and our team luxury bonuses. You can hit your luxury bonuses in no time. You can actually have your cell phone for free, your internet for free. Jumped ahead of myself, but those bonuses come real fast. And then over time, your residual income begins to grow over time, and then your residual income will begin to exceed your customer acquisition bonuses and your luxury bonuses. Yeah. All right, now, this is how we get to the money, the promotional levels. If you're getting started tonight, don't sleep on Vitel. Get out there and tell the word. Spread the word. Get your people to your website. Get the people to the presentation. And this is why. Everyone starts as a marketing rep. And if you actually acquire at least $600 in volume your first 30 days, you'll get promoted to team leader. So instead of earning 40% for all the sales through your website, you actually get a 5% raise. You actually earn 45% through your website and a 5% match on those people in your organization for level 1 and 2 as well. But we don't stop there. If you hit 5,000 in volume your first 45 days, we actually promote you to an area sales manager where you will earn 50% commission and a 10% match. And on the corporate call tonight, Brandon Ivy had a special guest. Her name was Barbara. She's actually in position to hit area sales manager virtually overnight. She joined the company like 2.5 weeks ago. The first week she brought in 3 people for the Diamond Power Pack. Now she has a total of 6 for another 2,000 in the Diamond Power Pack. And she said on the conference call that she had 18 people on her team already. So she's well positioned to hit that area sales manager within their first 30 days. And you could do the same as well. And then after area sales manager, it's regional sales manager, 55% commission and 15% match. And all you need is 3 area sales managers on your team to help you get promoted and 3 separate legs. And then we have the national sales executive, 60%. Once you get here, you basically owning the company at this point, 60%, 20% match. You only need 3 regional sales managers to get promoted. You're getting paid on all 5 levels of the products and services, and you're participating in that bonus pool of all the profits that Vitel makes. But here's where we all want to be. Regional vice president. You still earn 60%. It takes 3 national sales executives to get promoted. You get paid on all 5 products levels, and then you get paid to infinity on the Vitel benefit network, up to $1 for all the benefit networks past your 7th level here as a regional vice president with Vitel. But you came to this presentation because you heard Vitel were paying our bills, and we call this the extra bonus. When you go to McDonald's, they have that extra value meal. But here at Vitel, we have those extra bonuses for you on top of your commission. Yeah, you still get paid your commission. It's hard for people to believe that Vitel actually pays you the great commission that it does and still pay your bills. I was on the phone earlier with a prospect that's like, what's the catch? It got to be a catch. But after they watch the presentation, they say I'm in. So looking to sign them up probably tomorrow. But this is how it works. If you maintain at least $300 in volume, you actually get to pick 1 bill. And you may say, how is volume accumulated? It's accumulated through your products and services that's sold through your website. You can also do it with your business partners. Any combination of business partners, products, and services that you do counts towards your volume. So if you maintain at least $300 in volume, you can eliminate your business expense. Now, if you're a diamond, and you have the Vitel Benefit Network, you have the free cell phone service, the diamond membership, all that is free when you select to have your business for free. You're not paying for any of that. The Vitel Benefit Network is reimbursed to you, and you're not charged the $99 for your marketing system. If you choose the internet, you have $50 off your internet. Cell phone up to $125. The energy up to $125, and cable up to $125. And this is how it works. If you maintain $600 in volume, that's a total of $600. So it's not $300 plus $600 plus $900. No, a total of $600, you get to pick 2. Total of $900, you get to pick 3. All the way up to $1,500, you get to pick all 5 bills. And business for free, cell phone for free, benefit networks free, and your internet cable, energy, and cell phone is all covered just for $1,500 in volume. But we don't stop there. We want to conquer the Vitel Freedom Club Challenge. And when you do that, when you maintain $2,500 in volume, we still pay the first stage, and we send you a check in the mail for $750. And with that check, you can use that check for whatever you want to use it for. You can use it for college tuition. You can use it for that vacation. You can use it to pay for your car that you currently have. We don't make you go out and buy a new car. You can use it for whatever you want to use it for. And that's a savings of over $1,325 every single month, over $15,000 a year just for conquering the Freedom Club Challenge. And that's on top of your commission that you're earning here at Vitel. Show me another company that's doing this. I don't think you'll find it. Now, getting started options. You say, how can I get started with this wonderful company? I'm ready to get started right now. And you may see agent plan on your screen, $29.95. And if you look at the bottom statement, look at the first word. What do it say? It say, no. You don't want to do this plan if you're trying to build a team. No team building at the $29.95. But if you're a business, mom and pop store, yeah, this may be the position for you. But as we move on, we have the Platinum Plan. $49.95 plus your BBN for $99.95. But during this wonderful month of March Madness, if you purchase the Vitel Benefit Network Total Protection Plan for $49.95, we actually waive your Platinum Marketing Plan your first 30 days. So you're actually in business for a $99 value for $49.95. And yes, you can still earn those team building bonuses. You can still earn sales and commission for your marketing efforts. And we allow you to refer 3 in a week and earn $125 during your free 30-day trial as a Platinum membership. But we don't stop there. We want you to go diamond, go diamond. And a lot of people didn't go diamond, and they end up going diamond anyway because they see the value of diamond after they get started. And with our diamond package, $69.95 plus your VBN, so for a total of $120. You started pretty good with Vitel. You have your free cell phone service. You have your Vitel Benefit Network Total Protection Plan, and you have your Diamond Marketing System, which is the elite marketing system. You have your prepaid phone service, and you qualify for those team customer acquisition bonuses as the Diamond. If you refer 3 in 1 week, you will earn $250. But we don't stop there. Remember what happens when your diamonds get qualified. You earn an extra $100 for each diamond that you bring to the table. So, in other words, you have the potential to earn $550 for every 3 people that you personally refer to Vitel. But here is the granddaddy of them all, the Diamond Power Pack. And if you love the Diamond Power Pack, type woohoo in the chat box. We have some people that hit these $1,000 bonus with the Diamond Power Pack, and I'm about to show you how this works. With the Diamond Power Pack, you actually have the best of vitel. That's what I like to call it. You have the free prepaid cell phone service for life. You have the VBN total protection plan. You have the mobile hotspot and $10 activation. And you also have all the benefits of the regular diamond. And you earn an additional $10 to $100 bonuses just for helping your team members qualify with $300 in volume points. And you're eligible for the Freedom Club bonuses up to $1,325 a month. And when you refer 3 people at $240, $253 with tax, you will earn $1,000 each and every week that you do that. Every time you refer 3 at $253, $1,000 is for me. I like that. I like that. If you refer 6, $2,000. Refer 9, $3,000. It's totally up to you how many people you want to refer this week to earn your $1,000 bonus. Now, we have the state-of-the-art turnkey marketing system. You have a contact manager, autoresponder, video emails, lead capture pages, live chat technology, and we even keep up with your customers for you. And I love that feature because I was able to email my customers that used to be my refill customers. I emailed a few of them, and a couple of them already came back and refilled on my website. So if you're in the business already, just go back to your website, play around on your back office, and look for your customers, and you can actually send them an email and let them know the great things that we're doing here at vitel. And we manage all that for you. And we do not charge you extra for this. As you see on your screen, it's a $299 monthly value. A lot of companies, when you join them, you have to get into business first, and then you have to find a way to market your business. But vitel took care of all that for you. All you have to do is say yes and get started, and we have you covered. And you may say, what do I do next? And the question I want to ask you, can you follow instructions? If you can follow these simple steps, you could do vitel. We want you to enroll in the business with your VBN. We want you to fill out your W-9 because we want you to get paid. You don't want any confusion when it comes to that. Vitel will not send out a dime until you have your W-9 filled out and on file. We want you to get your first 3 VBN customers as soon as possible because we want you qualified. And we want you to sign yourself up for other services like the Vitel Benefit Network, that's already covered, the Wi-Fi, cell phone service, energy, anything that's available in your home, cable services, if you're upgrading, Dish Network, DirecTV, whatever services you're looking for, make sure you shop your website first before you shop outside. And then we want you to take massive action and invite others to a presentation like this as soon as possible. We have them going on just about every day. We even have presentations going on 12 noon every day, Monday through Friday. And then we have presentations just about every single night. But if by some chance you can't find a presentation, you can send them to vitelwebinar.com, and that would do the job for you very, very fast. And then make sure you do that 3-way call to get them signed up. But what I want to say to you on tonight, if you're a guest of someone on tonight, we ask you to get back to them. Let them know that you're ready to get started with vitel. Let them know that you love what you heard and you're ready to start making money today. That you may have your check in the mail by next Tuesday. We ask you to join us on tonight. At this time, I want to play a video. And in this video, I'm pretty sure you probably see a lot of people that you recognize. And you may recognize yourself in this video. But if you're not in this video and you're in the business, you did have the opportunity to be part of this video. So we ask you to plug into the training that we provide for you, that you may be able to participate in the events that we have to grow your business. One way that we market our business is through YouTube. Another way that we market our business is through Facebook. And we actually did training on both, our regional vice president, Brandon Ivy. Did training on it 2 weeks in a row. And this is a video that we made for our team. And I just going to play this for you on tonight. And then after that, just get back to the person that referred you to the website and let them know that you're ready to get started. Thank you very much and have a great night.
Services and a whole lot more. And on top of that, you're getting paid. The company's going to give you luxury bonuses such as monies towards your cell phone service, your internet service, your cable service, your energy service, your membership, and also a luxury bonus car allowance or lifestyle bonus to drive any car you want, such as